my page, Money Making Juggernaut. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my page, Money Making Juggernaut. I'm your host, Eric Richardson, and today I'm in the beautiful Dominican Republic. I'm here at Boca Chica Beach, and it's some of the most clearest water I've ever seen in my life. It's literally too clear. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I gained over $1 million in net worth by the age of 26. Okay, so this is going to be a great video for those of you who are out there between the age of 20. Hell, even if you're in your 30s, this is going to be a good video for you. Also, I dropped a video on how you can get $1 million in net worth by the age of 50 following a very basic plan that anybody can achieve. Literally, you can achieve this if you're making $20 an hour. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll actually put a link so you guys can go straight to that video after you finish watching this, because this video is going to be great, guys. So we're going to discuss how I gained over $1 million in net worth. Okay, guys. Now, I'm 26 years old. I turned 27 in August, which is in a couple of days. And this all happened very, very fast, okay? But that didn't happen because of success overnight, okay? It happened from all of the hard work that I do. So I'm going to explain to you guys how I have over 15 streams of income and how all these sources of income are not only just assets, they're assets that are bearing cash flow every single month, all right? So make sure you guys go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You guys know I'm coming out with powerful content that can help you guys out. Also, the book is on its way, guys. So this video, I'm going to give you guys a lot of insight, but the book is going to help you guys. It's going to give you that motivation. It's going to tell you how you can actually outline your plan and how you can go ahead and execute, all right? So for starters, we have to get a little backstory before we get into how I actually obtained over $1 million in net worth, all right? So I graduated in college, had a very standard degree, exercise science, and I got into it because honestly, it was the easiest degree that you can get in college. Exercise science, I mean, we're taking classes talking about working out. I went there, I played basketball, got my degree. After that, I went on to play basketball in Europe. Okay, I played in Barcelona, Spain, and I also played in Helsinki, Finland. And when I was there, it was just basketball. Okay, I've always been a hard worker. It's just basketball. But I've always been somebody who wanted to create a lot of income, create a additional stream of income for myself, or, you know, just have more to do than just playing basketball. And my background that I came from, I didn't have rich parents. And honestly, we're going to share a little story on how I was homeless for a little bit. So it all started with that. When I was out there hooping overseas, I had a lot of free time. Okay, it was just basketball. I would walk to practice. I would go to games, work out, and that was it. And I discovered many ways that I can make additional sources of income. First one is going to be Airbnb, guys. Airbnb is absolutely amazing. It's one of the guaranteed businesses in our age right now. A lot of people get into things like drop shipping, you know, e-commerce, a whole bunch of things that potentially could not work. But I believe that Airbnb is literally guaranteed. And the reason why is when you do it correctly, when you have your property furnished correctly, when you have professional photos, when you have the description right, this is all boosting and the search engine on Airbnb. So as long as everything looks good and you're providing high quality customer service, your property is clean, you're going to get booked, and you're going to be booked probably 28 out of 30 nights, if not 30 out of 30. Okay, of course, you got to be in a good market. The Airbnb is guaranteed. Okay, so I did Airbnb, started doing that. All right, I was even able to pick up the business while I was in Europe. Okay, so I understood how the business operated, what I needed to do, and was researching properties. Got everything done while I was in Europe. Obtained the property through rental arbitrage, went ahead and listed it, got it on Airbnb, got it going. Started making cash flow on that. Then I realized, hey, I really know how to do this really good. I'm going to start teaching it. Start teaching some people. They start having success. Boom. Now I have a course on that. All right. Another business that I discovered, because I do not only focus on one stream of income. Okay, I focus on multiple streams of income. Now keep this in mind, guys. I'm hooping, now I'm doing Airbnb. I also discovered a thing that's known as surplus funds. Okay, so surplus funds is in the business of assisting people after foreclosures, helping them obtain money that they had no idea about. Started doing that, took off immediately, huge success in that. Then I started teaching other people this. All right, and once I started teaching, I started having students that had success. Once you have success by yourself and teaching other individuals and they're making money, now you have a proven method. Once I had that proven method, bottled it up, put it into a course, tons of information, and now I'm teaching. I have over 3,000 students that I'm teaching this business that are all achieving success because they're following the proven method on what occurs. All right, so now I have all these streams of income, and I come back home over the summer after hooping, and I realize, hey, basketball is cool and all, but I really need to get this money. Okay, I've always wanted to be a millionaire. I always wanted to have that $1 million worth of net worth, and I realized that playing basketball wasn't necessarily the financial vehicle that is going to get me to that destination. You have to think about it. When you're doing something that you love, you honestly have to ask yourself, okay, I love this, but is this going to get me to where I want to get? All right, so you have to have a financial vehicle that can get you to your destination. Okay, and I realized that basketball, unless I was in the NBA, wasn't going to get me to my financial destination, which is being a millionaire, having over $1 million in net worth. So I had to really take a inner look at myself and realize, hey, basketball was fun and all. You achieved it, you accomplished it, you played pro. Now it's time to get this money. Hit it full steam, came back, had a huge opportunity to work with one of my friend's fathers, and now I'm in the financial advising business. Okay, and I learned from the best. And when I tell you the best, there was years where he was top in the entire nation, but every single year we crush it and he's top in Florida. Learn from him, start doing business. We're doing 20, 30 million a year. We're going crazy. Financial advising, I pick up the trade, I learn how to sell, I learn how to be professional, how to be an ultimate businessman. And like I said, I learned from the best. I took that, added in my charisma, added in the things that I can do when I sell, and I started going off immediately. First year, I did over 2 million in sales and financial advising, assisting people with annuities and life insurance. And then this year, I'm already over 6 million, and we still have half a year to go. Okay, so when it comes to financial advising in Florida at my age, I'm the top producer, and it's just a great business. So that business right there alone really propelled my income. So I had all of these other side incomes, as you would call it. Now I had the 9 to 5. Okay, I had the 9 to 5. I'm grinding. I'm doing everything possible. Then I started picking up cars, Turo. So then I realized, hey, wholesaling as well. I'm doing all these different streams of income. I can go ahead and put this into a course and help other people who are looking to be a financial boss similar to me. Whether they want all streams of income or just want to focus on one stream of income that I teach, at least they're going to get the knowledge from somebody who has success and who has a proven method and is giving you detailed information, literally step by step, exactly what you need. Yeah, guys, so the story of when I was essentially homeless is kind of funny, but there was 2 instances. Okay, so one was technically only 24 hours I was homeless, but I remember I was in college. I was going from Florida all the way to Kentucky, and I rode the mega bus. What was I going to do? I had no friends, no family in Atlanta, so what was I going to do? I had to stay downtown in the metro in Atlanta for 24 hours. I didn't have enough money for anything. I actually had enough money for a coffee at Waffle House. Shout out to Waffle House. I stayed for Waffle House for like 4 hours to kill time, and then they kicked me out. So then after that, I just walked around, had nowhere to go. But that's just 24 hours. Anybody can outlive that. The next one is when I graduated college in reality. I graduated college, I actually got into a car accident. I graduated early, and my shoulder was out. I couldn't really hoop. I couldn't play professional at that time. So it was it. My father was staying with my grandparents. My father's disabled. My grandparents was like, I'm sorry, we already take care of your dad. We can't take care of you. I'm like, dang, I don't got nowhere to go. My parents, my mom, my stepdad, my little brother, times was rough. I couldn't stay with them either. I essentially had nowhere to go. Shout out to the friend that held me down, kicked it with her, and just was grinding. Was out here going crazy, plotting, thinking of my future. I could have let that time, actually bring me down and just be ultimately out of luck. Essentially I had nowhere to go, but I like that. I like being in that moment of knowing that, hey, I really got to get myself together because nobody else is going to come save me. I don't have the parents that's going to come save me. I don't have the grandparents that got all the money that's going to come save me. So I had to take action and know that the life that I want to build, I can achieve it and I can do it. And like I said, God could give me those visions. So when you have those visions, you got to take action. You have to execute. So, times is going to get tough out there. Like I said, I didn't come from, a background where we always have, luxurious things, but, we had enough. My parents did the best that they could, but I love that. I love that I came from nothing, and now, come on now, over $1 million net worth at age 26. The income that I have is just a blessing. So I'm just going to keep going and going and going. And I'm here to help you guys go with this too, all right? Whether that's just watching my videos for motivation or taking action with all the business streams that I do. Because the thing is, guys, I outline every single thing that I do. And I give you step by step. I give you all the documents. I literally give you the whole blueprint. So you guys can do everything that I can do. So now I have this all, guys. So now we got the backstory. Now we see how I came into the over $1 million in net worth. Now let's actually break it down. So when we break down the numbers, first, we must break down the actual assets that I have. And when you're calculating net worth, guys, business assets that I have, that I run, can count towards my net worth because I own the business 100%. All of my assets that I own under my business are through me. Okay, so when I mention a lot of things that my company owns, this counts towards my net worth. All right, so for starters, I have a duplex. Okay, this duplex I purchased for $550,000. All right, before I did any renovations, it was already appraised at $614,000. I've been doing renovations, already communicating with the bank. They're looking at $750,000 to $800,000 value. That is extreme equity right there, guys. That's over $200,000 in equity on that one duplex alone. I also have other properties, okay, that have equity in that. The other property that I have near Fort Myers Beach, single family home, I bought it for $132,000. Okay, $132,000 now is valued at $250,000. Extreme equity right there, guys. So those alone, my home properties alone, are bringing me over $800,000 right there on net worth. Then we tie in other assets that I have. I have a Porsche that is owned under my company. I bought that for $55,000. Right now on Kelly Blue Book, you can look at that same one at $65,000. So this is another asset that adds on to it. And this is a piece of property, a car, a vehicle that still has equity as well. And I told you guys, all of these assets are bringing in income. We'll break that down next. So we have the houses, we have the cars. Now we have my actual tech company, okay? So I partnered with a buddy of mine from high school, and we have multiple tech companies out there. We have, you guys have probably seen it, where you scan the QR code at menus. So we have a business, and you scan the QR code at a restaurant and they'll pull up the menu. You can pay online, things like that. We have that. I also have a research and development company, okay? This research and development company helps with foreclosures, okay? So you're gonna be able to get information on foreclosures, who actually own that property, and it'll help you with research, things of that nature. Just the tech company alone, that business is valued at over $300,000. Once again, this is something that brings in income. We'll break that down in a little bit as well. So just those assets alone, owned by my business, that's over $1 million in net worth. That's by the homes that I own, the vehicle, and the actual tech company. Now we're gonna get into the income. Okay, so last year I brought in over $400,000, and this year I'm gonna clear over $600,000. We're gonna break it down. First one, financial advising. I make over $125,000 a year just off of that. That's my 9 to 5. A lot of people could have a 6-figure job and be comfortable, but that's not what I do. I'm all about maximizing my potential, and I believe in your 20s, you're at your earning prime. Okay, so I don't have any wives, I don't have any children, I don't have anything holding me back. Right now is the time for me to go absolutely full speed. Okay, so I'm doing other things. So we got 125, financial advising. Then we have the business that I do, surplus funds. I assist people on helping them with unclaimed funds. That's another 6-figure business. That's $100,000. So now we're at $225 a year just off of 2 streams of income. Then we have teaching. Okay, this is where I teach people how to do surplus funds, how to do Turo, how to do Airbnb, how to wholesale. The teaching business itself is absolutely amazing. I mean, right now we're at June, I already cleared over $160,000. So if we just do simple math and we stay up at this pace, I'm gonna clear $300,000. So we have the $300,000 plus the $100,000 plus the $125. Boom, boom, boom. Now that's $525,000. Then we have the online company. The online company that I told you, where we do research development. We have the menus, things of that nature. That is another 6-figure business. That's another $120,000 plus. It's bringing in a monthly revenue of, I think it's like 10 to 12, but with all expenses are very minimal with tech companies too. So that's another key factor that you guys should look into. That right there brings us over $600,000 a year. Okay, we have Airbnb as well. We have Turo. So this is, guys, the income is extreme. So you have the income, you have the business equity, you have all the properties that have equity, and now also these properties are bringing in cash flow. Okay, so the equity that I have in these properties alone is boosting up my total net worth. Then we're bringing in income. Those properties are bringing in cash flow every single month on Airbnb. That vehicle, Porsche, that is bringing in cash flow every single month from Turo. Okay, so all of the businesses, even the tech company, that's bringing in cash flow as well. All of these businesses not only have equity, but they have income. Okay, guys, so now we got the backstory on how I did it. Now we have the breakdown on exactly what it is. Now let's get into the inner belief that allowed me to achieve this, okay? Because you guys can see this, but still a lot of people don't really understand, man, how are you doing this? How do you have over 15 streams of income? How can you manage all of this? And for starters, guys, I'm gonna say this: you have to be determined. And everybody hears this, but I'm serious. You have to really tell yourself, I'm gonna achieve this and I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Because once you have that in your inner self to actually take action and achieve success, nothing can stop you. Because in life, honestly, I think it's simple. If you write down and visualize exactly what you want, you can get it. God's not gonna give you a vision for no reason. So I figure, hey, if God's giving me a vision, it's for a reason. I need to take action. Like, I'm serious, because God gives everybody gifts, and he happens to just give me the gift of, you know, being able to generate income, money, help people, teach. That's really the most important thing that I love in doing this. I make the most money off of teaching, and I love it. It's amazing. But the determination, and then actually visualizing your plan and then executing. Okay, so I always wrote down exactly what I wanted to achieve, and then I wrote down the steps to achieve that, and I checked off as I was going through. So when you coup motivation, taking action, plus faith and hard work, you're unstoppable. Unstoppable. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Literally unstoppable. And I pray every night, God, keep giving me the visions, keep giving me the ideas. I literally have $2 million ideas that are going to be in fruition, and when they happen, we're going to circle back around to this video and show you guys, look, I visualized it, I plotted it, I planned it, and it still happened. So guys, if you're looking to learn exactly how I did this, in the book, you're going to have the motivation, you're going to have the outline to your life, how you can do it, and then you're going to have the execution. You're going to learn exactly how you can execute and achieve success, guys. So if you like this video, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. And you guys know I'm coming out with the content for you guys. So if this was a great video and you liked it, share it to other people. There might be other 19-year-olds under 20, or even in their 20s or 40s, you know, that are like, dang, you know, if this person can do it, I can do it too. Because you can. Anybody can do this. I mean, there's anything that you can achieve as long as you put your mind to it and actually believe that you can do it. Thanks, guys, for watching.